Hello, everybody. This is Dom from Upstate Supernatural, and I have,
Chair. Hi, how we doing, guys?
and just want to be that smart ass and be like, I have with me, and I'd like to welcome everybody in for a brand new episode of Spirit Box Weekly, and we're going to be testing out the Ghosthunterapps Ethereal, Ethereal, whatever you like to call it. It's supposed to kind of pin in and communicate more with angels and the more divine style of communication. So we're interested in trying this out and seeing what we get with it. And before we start doing that, we're going to go ahead and do kind of what we've been doing, the birth session, I think. And we changed the format a little bit. We did do an upgrade on the computer. Our video card was actually dying. It's not going to happen when you do streams, never. But by doing so, ran into a couple issues, and I had to notch out one of the cameras. So we don't have the thermal going anymore. We really didn't see any anomalies with the thermal. So, we're going to try this viewpoint. If it's okay with everybody, if you want to see us go back the other way, we can work something out, try to at least. But for now, I think this will help showcase the device a little bit and still gives you the viewpoint of where we are and kind of showcases the name of the device and everything. So whenever you're all set, let's go ahead and...
I didn't want to interrupt you, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Alright, here we go. Good evening, spirits. If there's any spirits here tonight that would like to communicate with us, we come with all good intentions in mind. We mean no harm, no disrespect. We'd just like to speak with you, so if you have anything you'd like to say, please come forward now and speak into this device.
Oh, you heard something?
Thought so.
Yeah, me too. And I'd like to welcome everybody in. Thanks for tuning in.
How many of you are there with us tonight?
Just because I thought I heard it, and maybe I... Perhaps it was my own delusion, but I'm going to ask, did you say there are two of you here? I'm hearing a whisper on my right ear.
Are you right here?
Are you above us, or are you next to us? Like parallel?
Or are you keeping your distance? Are you back here more?
Because a lot of us as investigators, they were people. Spirits were people. But again, I mean, if you could do anything, you could walk through walls. Why don't you just hang on the ceiling sometimes? You know what I mean? Like
Spider-Man style?
you don't need to. You don't need to stand around. Be anywhere you want.
Take a nap 3 feet in the air.
In that light, I would like to thank you because you could be anywhere you would like to be, and you're here with us.
Hanging out with us.
So I can't say thank you enough for that. I mean, that's awesome. Did you move your foot?
No, it was just my foot on the floor. Is there anything else you'd like to say with it? Say to us? Oops, if I can talk. You were to end this. It's going to go a little longer. Almost 4 minutes in.
Yeah, let's go ahead and end it.
All right. We'd like to thank you for any communication you've given us.
And now is the only time I'm going to need the headphones.
When we play this back, we do want to warn you that it may be a little loud, so if you're wearing headphones, please turn them down to a comfortable level and find what a comfortable level is for you, so that you don't blow your eardrums out. It never works out well.
And I'd like to give huge shout-outs for everybody that's in here. Got LJ Paranormal, Doppel, Mary Dallas, Judy Wilson, Chris V. If anybody else, if I'm missing you, or if you guys are popping in late, I apologize for not getting your name. But I can't thank you enough for being in here and tuning in. This is our first week with the Ghosthunterapps / Huff Paranormal Ethereal.
Good evening, spirits. If there's any spirits here tonight that would like to communicate with us, we come with all good intentions in mind. We mean no harm, no disrespect. We'd just like to speak with you, so if you have anything you'd like to say, please come forward now and speak into this device. Speak into this device.
Oh, you heard something?
Thought so, but
Yeah, me too. And I'd like to welcome everybody in. Thanks for tuning in.
how many of you are there with us tonight?
There's a reply right there, sir.
How many of you are there with us tonight?
There are 7 of us. I was way off.
How many of you are there with us tonight?
Just because I thought I heard it, and maybe perhaps it was my own delusion. But I'm going to ask: did you say there are 2 of you here?
Oh, you can hear it.
I'm hearing a whisper on my right ear.
Are you really here?
Whoa. Huh. You're not able to hear it, right? Not too well.
Are you above us, or are you next to us? Like parallel?
Right next to us.
Or are you keeping your distance? Are you back here more?
Whoa, what the fuck was that? Excuse my French. Or German or
Are you
English.
keeping your distance?
Huh. Almost like
Are you back here more?
an anchor.
Because a lot of us as investigators, they were people. Spirits were people. But again, I mean, if you could do anything, you could walk through walls. Why don't you just hang on the ceiling sometimes? You know what I mean? Like Spider-Man stuff. You don't need to stand around. Why don't you just take investigators? They were people. Spirits were people. But again, I mean, if you could do anything, you could walk through walls. Why don't you just hang on the ceiling sometimes? You know what I mean? Like Spider-Man stuff. You don't need to stand around. Be anywhere you want.
The hell is that? I hear it.
Why don't you just hang on the ceiling sometimes? You know what I mean? Like Spider-Man stuff. You don't need to stand around. Be anywhere you want.
Take a nap 3 feet in the air.
In that light, I would like to thank you because you could be anywhere you would like to be, and you're here with us. So I can't say thank you enough for that. I mean, that's awesome. Did you move your foot?
No, it's just my foot on the floor.
I can't say thank you enough for that. I mean, that's awesome. Did you move your foot?
No, it's just my foot on the floor. Is there anything else you'd like to say to us? Oops, if I can talk. I'm gonna end this. Let's go over. Almost 4 minutes in.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and end it.
Alright, we would like to thank you for any communication you've given us.
Definitely a female, definitely a male. The male didn't quite like when we talked about crawling on the ceiling. Pretty sure I heard the word ass in that context. And when your foot moved, you hear that, and before you talk, there's a voice right after it. Very faintly, but there's a voice right after it. Like your foot does it, and then I go, "Was that your foot?" And you start to talk. There's a voice right there, right after that does that. It's very odd. All right, so everybody, this is the Ethereal or the Ethereal. Everybody's probably going to pronounce this differently. This is made by Ghosthunterapps and Huff Paranormal. I'm sure you've seen other people probably utilize this and test this out. We're going to focus on it. We're going to see what we can get done with this. We're going to do it in a live atmosphere. I know other people have as well, but again, we're going to try to see what happens. This is week 65, so we've been doing this quite a while.
Oh, man. You've been at this.
Yeah, we've been doing this quite a while, and I'm just going to open it up. What I have to say is every single Ghost Hunter app that I have gotten, if I was using it on this tablet, I'd have an issue. With all the Ghost Hunter apps, you have to have 2 gigs of RAM. This tablet, I went out, picked it up just so I could use it for the shows, and it only has 1 gig of RAM in it. So anytime I was using the Ghost Hunter apps, it would work for about 15-20 minutes, and then it would crash and then have to restart it. We used this for probably 25, almost 30 minutes, and it worked flawlessly. I'm saying that, and I'm probably jinxing myself right now, but
Look at 3 minutes in.
I was thoroughly impressed, and I mean, it's the cheapest one out of the spirit boxes, beyond the GB1 and the GB Rift. But out of the newer style spirit boxes, it's actually one of the cheaper ones. So in that respect, let's see what we can get out of it for communication. But I'm already impressed in the aspect this tablet has hated me the whole time doing these shows. where it would crash every time with this. And sometimes it didn't matter what app. You know, it would just, I'm not going to work tonight. So I'm happy that this is working so well with it. And as I said, I probably just jinxed myself. Turn it on, you got your power knob, which is off over here to the left. I just hit it. It's that little slider. And then you got a little volume kicker right here. I'm a max volume kind of person because we can change it by this over here. Our little, we got a FX mix, which we can put effects on. Right now it's on a concert, so it gives it a little more of an echo. And then we have a noise reduction pedal, so we can turn it. Oh, it's muted, and now it's not. But yeah, let's go ahead and try this. Any spirits in communication? How are you doing this evening? We've had this on for a while. Just curious, is it peaceful? Is it helpful for trying to get you to communicate?
That was not a voice we've heard here yet.
I'm fine, right? What did you hear out of it?
It sounded like backwards speaking.
Yeah, I thought it said, no, I'm fine. Now there's 7 spirits here. We know because this told us. And our ears told us the same thing. But who's here?
Why do people?
Good evening. Activating. It's very beautiful sounding though. I give it that. I feel like I'm listening to shout out VNV Nation. If you don't know who they are, they're a Polish techno band. Very peaceful. What'd you hear? I got these here if you want them. You don't need them, but you know, might help. Now this is I'm Dominic. Any spirits within communication, be happy to speak with you. I come looking for your wisdom, looking for possibly answers. I have Jer sitting here next to me, both curious if you can communicate with this device. Can you tell us what your name is?
Peace.
Where do you come from? You don't have to say Earth. Salem.
Desist from
How are you where you are?
and yet.
Sounded like a loft.
I thought I heard love.
That sounded like be with us.
Angel.
That's Angel clear as day.
Okay. Angel will come, something like that. And again, with some of the Ghost Hunter apps, there was word banks, and you got to filter through by using it. You get to know what the words are. And I'm not sure if this is the same way, so we're going to learn as we go. I mean, that'd be a hell of an idea. Anthony, if you're watching, there are tons of religious radio on Sunday mornings. Try to do like a stream of that, and maybe you'll get more. You can do like a live stream radio thing with that. Interesting. It's actually the program. There's not really a way to correct that as far as I can tell. I mean, there are other settings, which, you know, I think this week we'll start basic and then we'll evolve from that and get into them next week. Just making sure there's no viruses, you know. Alice? Or Alex?
That sounded like Alice to me.
Alice? I thought I heard Alice after. Alice, what's your name? What's your last name? Hope I didn't cut you off. I apologize for that.
Can you tell us your last name, Alice?
Getting some energy.
Is that Brown?
I believe I thought I heard Y. Actually.
Well,
Alice, what is your last name?
You heard. That's what I just heard. You heard. Yes.
We already heard your last name?
those best.
Not really. Oh, yes there is. Huh. Learned something new. See, we're all using this. Okay, there's a music tab, which is that. I'm only turning it up louder for you. Let's try that. Voice is louder. Okay, so as again, we're kind of showing everybody how to use this and so forth. Power button. Voices knob for audio is to the left-hand side. And then you have your music knob, which is to the right-hand side of that. So, I mean, it's pretty convenient. It's pretty cool.
God bless her.
God bless what?
Waging war.
God bless Raging War.
I thought you heard
The
horror.
angel. This
Could have. I thought I heard Raging War.
When she's
But it's pareidolia. You know, you're going to hear something, I'm going to hear something. But there's somebody here. They're right here. I can feel them. You were shot.
That's what Tim tells me every day.
Now a serious question. Is it too bright in here for you? Is there too much light?
and she sees
I got energy right here, man. Faint, but it's there.
Prometheus.
Prometheus. We're just trying to communicate with you. We'd love to learn more about you. Learn who you were.
Indeed.
I'm sure your story of your life is
and hid from
absolutely beautiful and has some great stories. Even some of us that have hard lives have some beautiful stories.
Absolutely, but
Would you like to tell a little bit about your life story? I'll ask the question nobody else probably has. Are there gods among us?
waging war like
I mean this.
Are there angels around us?
For Christ. Always on the starboard. The eyes of
is when she
the white people.
I heard something life story
and it
and white people.
Into an abyss.
Sink to an abyss.
See, the other side of it is the probability of it saying life story at the same time I said life story. What is the probability of that? Unless it's in there. I don't know if it's in there. I had no clue.
or when she
Many questions are coming in our live chat with people as we're doing this. Trying to teach people how to communicate with you. How old were you when you realized that you weren't among us. You were among the spirit realm.
To see him alone.
Do you know what year it was that you passed on?
As one might giant about
Do you age?
dark to
Do
get
you change in looks in the spirit world?
when I got here.
Are you able to change how you appear to others?
burn her cheek.
And got him.
And for anybody that showed up, that has shown up late, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. I do see Jen Treasure of Ethereal Street, BPG,
So I am.
Chris Walls, Judy Wilson, and if I'm missing anybody else, Lucifer on. I'm hearing a lot of movement with that screen, and I'm not moving. See? Something's going on over there.
Love you.
Are you trying to tell me to turn off that screen?
I heard I'm here. What would you like to tell us?
And so,
I'm going to turn off that screen. Is that okay with you? I'm going to go with yes. There's a lot of stuff in there. But the main thing I think I got out of it was the yes. Alright. What we're going to end up doing, everybody is wondering. Everybody's wondering when you died. I don't like to say that. If you don't realize it, what is the last memory you have of being with your family members and them seeing you? Do you remember what year that was?
lost.
I wouldn't say you're lost. Unless you feel lost. A lot of spirits linger to console
Not what we did.
their family members after they have died or after they have passed. And it's your choice. It is completely your choice to do exactly what you would like to do.
He
What's going
said, do you
on?
know what we did? She said he doesn't get it. And then he said he senses. The entire time you were talking, that's what came through.
He doesn't get it. I don't get it. Or
Do you know, he said, do you know what we did? She said, he doesn't get it. And then he said he senses it.
what do we do?
In darkness,
What did you do?
Sometimes
Murder.
he said,
He said something.
your head and
Did you see a light? are you being punished?
First today.
Other shines.
Rhonda, have a beautiful night. Thanks for tuning in. I would like you to tell everything you need to tell. I'm going to leave the room. Jerry, you're welcome to stay if you want. But I'm going to leave the room. And I'm going to turn a grid pen on. And I'm going to leave this on. I'm going to turn that monitor off so you're not blinded. And you are welcome to try to talk into this mic right here.
Something holding.
She walked.
God. And nation.
What is the kind? One is
Light is in its
they states
fresh.
I'm still in the room, but I'll be out in just 1 second. Everybody, if you have
My
any
soul.
questions or any thoughts that you'd like us to ask, please type those in the chat.
little. Waging war.
The angel.
Is consuming.
On this. Beneath yours.
Left is wings brush.
As the sun is lost in streams of
Sure.
love, I need in this The star that
Maybe you
once was blood.
I feel you.
Is now with night and
In the first.
to see all the perfect
We
whatever's on her
what
dying of the sea of the
I know
and glass and your heart she's eating the Matthew
against the deep.
let it they're on this
Faster than this.
tonight
What are you doing? Apparently the cat was at
because
All right, we are back.
I stand
Run to my
in my favor. Saying white.
Pardon me. I do apologize. Soda.
That was manly.
That was weak.
Yeah, that was definitely
For
Tastes like bacon. Sorry.
that's special.
That's what my mommy always told me.
Questions that are popping up are if individuals are going towards the dark, towards the darker side of life, can they change? Can they change and go towards the light? Even in the spirit world. So out of the 7 people that are here, who would like to tell us who they are?
relight.
that your gender is
After you pass, after you're a spirit, do you have a choice of how you can manifest? Or is your energy just pure energy? And when spirits manifest, they're not technically spirits, they're just an image.
It's too bad light.
light is a bit.
I know you don't consider yourself to be ghosts.
States.
I try.
Else do
I feel like I'm watching Da Vinci's Code with this
The
music.
angel and
It's very Hans Zimmerish.
it's
I feel like I'm on a movie set.
Dark
Just
to
jump into character and start playing something because, yeah, it's off-putting.
It's very peaceful.
Distracting.
of some gold.
I don't know. It's different than the other stuff, for sure.
Oh
But the music in its own right is a trigger. Is there any way for any angels to come and speak with us?
and
Human
the crowd that's
How does an individual pass away and become an angel?
listen to
Is there a certain criteria that they need to follow?
activating air.
They're here.
Listen to us.
For those that are trying to learn how to be better,
Little face.
how to be better people, what are guidelines for them?
Sending light.
Are you happy that Steve Huff created this application or helped create this
You
application?
must listen.
He came.
Who did?
Once was blood. Where did he?
What is the greatest lesson that can be taught to man or to woman or just mankind in general?
In the first.
Where did he? Woman, ladies.
I might.
Dying.
Chief Cup.
That's peculiar.
Heart sings.
Are there consequences for us trying to communicate with spirits?
Them into silence.
My universe. Everything was brushes.
I would like to thank any spirits, any entities for your communication this evening. Is there any parting words that you may have?
I'm flickering.
I'm flickering.
Smiling.
Smiling.
Keep smiling. Keep smiling.
Dark mind.
Dark mind what?
In every there was a maiden. Free. Was.
All right, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and turn this off for this evening. Don't forget to check out this Sunday. We have interview the Ghost Hunter. Next week we don't have a show. We have an event that we're actually hosting locally. It's a event for the Haunted History Tours in New York State, and actually all the proceeds are going to be going to charity. So we're looking forward to doing that next weekend. We get to investigate the Finger Lakes Mall again, and we get to work with White Light Research, which is actually an all-girls team. I mean, there's a couple. I think there's maybe a husband or so that works with the team, but overall, it's pretty much a whole girls team, and they're awesome. They're highly passionate about the field and very respectful, and just they're good to work with. You know, happy to help, and we're happy to help them. And with the mall event and pretty much any of the mall events, after working with them, we've kind of asked them to tag along and co-host with some of the events we do. Just makes it a lot easier. Shows good form with, you know, trying to do collaboration locally. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good time. We got probably about 20 people are going beyond us. So I mean, that should be pretty fun for them. We get to go into places that we haven't at all.
That'll be fun.
And the public has never gone in there to investigate. They've always gone in there when it was a storefront, and it's no longer a storefront. So there will be some spots that will be new and bold, and I can't wait to do it. It should be great. So everybody have a beautiful night. Enjoy your weekend. Don't forget Sunday, interview with the Ghost Hunter, 7 p.m. We're interviewing on Haunted Road Media. He's produced books for such authors as Vanessa Hoggle, which we had on our Paranormal Stories. And Mike has done some outstanding stuff in the field. He's good friends with just about everybody in the field. He's just an absolutely awesome guy. So don't forget to check that out. And we'll catch you guys actually not next Friday, but the Friday after for another episode of Spirit Box Weekly. And don't forget to check out our live spirit frequencies every Thursday on liveparanormal.com.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. See ya.